All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, great millstone, who teach very well. I like this truth from. And salutation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push his word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, Shalom to the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And today, just basically getting on this devil coming down having great wrath, man. Basically causing all hell, man. Because again, we can see that the man-made famine, is brewing up. We can see that this devil, he's finna get ready to, go into his bags of tricks, for lack of better words. With these different types of, I can't even say it. They'll hit you with misinfo. But again, they're gonna try to plan another pandemic, man. We can see these devils going into their bag of tricks, and even on top of that, these devils are throwing enchantments upon the nation of Israel, man. Throwing curses on us daily, man. Why? To try to hold on to this kingdom. Let's read this real quick in Revelation 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." And we're rejoicing right now, man, to see the downfall of this devil, to see the desperation of this nigga, man. Because ultimately Yahweh Shai, he's coming to save us, man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. Because why? That's why the Pentagon is basically doing certain things to basically they're doing certain things to basically set up the fight against Yahweh Shai. That's not for no reason. These UFO signs that's jumping out of nowhere, that's not for no reason, man. That's Yahweh Shai showing us that he's on his way. So we should be rejoicing, man. Because the things that's pleasing unto the Most High was made known unto us. That's why we're rejoicing, man. Read this again. "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." And that's it, man. The Lord know that this devil is going to have a short time, man. Everybody knows this devil is going to have a short time, because the Lord have set up a time for this devil to get into power, and he have a day for this devil to get out of power, man. And this, Esau, Edom, him knowing that he's going to do the most to try to hold on to his power, to try to hold on to his wickedness, man. He's going to try to push out that that tiny device that go under your skin. He's going to try to push forth man-made famines. He's pushing forth more lies and deceit more than ever. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we know that this devil, he's on the tail end of his kingdom. He's on the tail end of rulership. And again, that's Yahweh Shai showing this devil and putting Esau in a desperation mode, man. Putting Esau in the mode of, he can't do nothing but take it, man. Let's go ahead and get this real quick. Let's jump down to verse 17. Because we're prophesying this guy downfall. We're prophesying this guy, getting taken down by Yahweh Shai, man. Let's read this in Revelation 12, verse 17. "And the dragon was wroth with the woman." Who's that dragon? Esau, Edom. It says, "And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High, and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai of my Shah." So that's who these devils are coming for, man. The ones who have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Basically, the ones who have the spirit of prophecy, man. Who's telling him that his kingdom is going down? Who's telling him that Yahweh Shai is going to bring him down while he raises us up, man? And it was all a part of the story, man. That's why the scripture says his eyes are privily set against the poor. His eyes not privily set against little John in the projects. No, his eyes are privily set for the ones who's trying to get on the Lord's good side, man. Let's go right here to the book of Acts 14 to 22. It says, "Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith." Yes, man. Keep pushing, man. Keep fighting the good fight of faith and get the victory, man. Yahweh Shai got the victory, so we got the victory, man. Read this again. "Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven." And what's that tribulation is going to come? That tribulation is going to come by the times of Jacob's trouble, man. The times like no other. The times when this devil is going to flip that switch, for the lack of better words, man. There's going to be blackouts out here, and you're going to realize that the devil have been amongst you, man. You're going to realize that the devil was in front of you all along, man. And it's going to be certain people that's going to be in denial because it's going to be like, nah, the government, Biden, he ain't going to come back around, Biden going to come save us. It's not going to be like that, man. You're going to realize that the government have forsaken you, man. And they really want the worst for you, man. That's when you're going to realize it's the time of Jacob's trouble. Because it ain't like somebody's going to have to break it down then. No, it's going to be living it out, man. We build it up into it. Because even in other countries, it's famines out here, man. But imagine when it get to America. Let's get this in Jeremiah 30. Jumping down to verse 7. It says, alas, for that day is great. So there is none like it. Yes, man. It says, for alas, for that day is great. For there is none like it. It's not going to be nothing like the times of Jacob's trouble. It's not going to be nothing like the times when the Yahweh Shema Shai get ready to show himself, man. Apparitions is going to appear. Miracles are going to appear. Different things that you never seen, that you never heard of. Wild beasts created for vengeance are going to appear. A lot of things is going to get ready to happen, man. But that's all Yahweh Shai showing his power. Read this again. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great. So there is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And who's that he, man? The ones that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. The believers of Yahweh Shai. That's who's going to be delivered from the times of Jacob's trouble, man. Those are going to be the ones who's going to continue in the faith and go through much tribulation to enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. Let's get this in the book of Baruch. This is the book of Baruch 4, and I'm going to start at verse 25. Yep. Yeah, kind of. This Baruch 4 and 25, it says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. Yes, because ultimately, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's the ultimate director, man. And one thing you can't tell something the director is doing, so yeah, that's wrong. No, he got to say this like, no, man. That ain't director. He's supposed to say this. It's Yahweh Shema Shai who's orchestrating the battle, man. So that's why the Lord is saying suffer patiently. Because, everything that we go through and everything that happens is for a reason. Nothing that we go through is in vain for the lack of better words, man. That's why the scripture say, be patient when thou art changed into a lower state. Because, once you're in a lower state, the next step is up. You hit rock bottom. You at the bottom. You can't get any lower than this. So your neck, it can only get good from there, man. That's how it's going to be. It's going to only get good from now. The times of Jacob's trouble, out of all, when all hell break loose, guess what? It's only going to get good from there, man. Because the next step that we're going to take is rulership, man. It says, read this again. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee. Now, who's that enemy that's persecuting us? The dragon, that red devil, the so-called white man, the nation of Edom, man. These are the people that's persecuting us, man. And if you don't believe that, just look up Roots. Look, just type up civil rights. Type up the Civil Rights Museum, man. They say that these devils did persecute us, man. Continuing on, though, it says, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. Which meaning what? In this next step, in the next move, you turn the next page, man. We're going to be ruling. That's why I said, thou shalt tread upon his neck, man. Because ultimately, we're going to have you guys in subjection, man. We are going to be under our feet. Verse 26, my delicate ones have gone rough ways, and that's what we have to do, man. For lack of better words, a lot of the best movies is from sugar to shit. From shit to sugar, or the underdogs movies, man. And Esau movie is from sugar to shit, man. Read this again. It says, my delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken as a flock caught of the enemies. And we was a flock caught of our enemies, man. Esau, he have rule of us. If you don't say Esau have rule over you, then why do you have a social security number, man? And you say, well, I ain't got no social, I live off grid, bro. Man, you still gotta go buy the seeds from Esau, man. And let's say even though you do buy the seeds, you got that. How you watching this video? Because you bought a phone from Esau, man. Ain't no way you can escape the prophecies of Yahweh Shema Shai. You cannot escape Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, 15 on down, man. Because even the scriptures say the Lord, matter of fact, I'm going to get it. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna let the scriptures get it. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28, man. Because it was prophesied for another nation to take us like a flock, man. To catch us like a flock. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28, and I'm gonna start at verse 49. It says, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far from the end of earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation, matter of fact, so yeah, because basically that's talking about the nation of Edom, man. You know? Matter of fact, let's jump up Salakia. This Deuteronomy 28 and verse Deuteronomy 28 and 48. It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. Going back into that Baruch 4 and 26. Let's read that again. My delicate ones have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock caught of her enemies, man. What does that mean? We were a flock caught of our enemies. Basically, we went into captivity under our enemies, man. We was under the subjection of wickedness, and you can see that today. Go read this again. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48 again. Therefore shalt thou therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in the want of all things, which means what? Esau, he's the one that make you get a phone, man. Do you gotta get Wi-Fi through Esau? It ain't no Jake out here got his own internet service. You know, Jake ain't got bread. You got your own satellite out there, man. Jake ain't got it like that. This is the Esau kingdom, man. That's why I said we're gonna go to this devil for the want of all things, man. Verse 48. It says, it says, in the want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Basically, what? Put us in slavery, put us in subjection. Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far from the end of earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. That's talking about the nation of Edom. Because the eagle is the mascot of the nation of Edom. Just like the lion is the mascot for the nation of Israel, man. That's why you see a lot of you listen to a lot of reggae music, a lot of Benjamin music. It's always a lion mascot, man. You know. Let's continue on though. It says, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation's whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor unto the young. And that's how this devil is, man. That's about it on it. But hey, guess what? It says that he is a devil. It's a nation of a fierce countenance, man. And you're going to see that fierce countenance in the times of Jacob's trouble, man. You know that you know your neighbor Tom, who you thought that he could not do no possibly wrong. Guess what, man? You're going to see him turn, man. You're going to see him as the devil that he is, man. Let's continue on though. Verse 27, be of good comfort, oh my children. So be happy once you see these things going on, once you see the famine hit. You know? It says, be of good comfort, my children, and quiet until the Most High. Quiet until your Yahweh Shai. Pray, man. You know, pray that we get delivered, but also pray that this place get destroyed, man. Because how much you on the bet? Witches and warlocks are casting spells upon us, so we have to cast spells upon them, man. We're crying into Yahweh Shai to destroy Babylon, man, and to deliver us from this wicked place, man. It says, be of good comfort, O my children, and quiet unto the Most High, for you shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. Yes, man. The Lord, he remembered us. How about stirring up our pure minds by the way of remembrance, man? You know? The Lord didn't give us this word and this truth for no reason. This word and this truth is a spiritual treasure map for comfort, man. This word and this truth is a spiritual treasure map for a peace of mind, for salvation, man. That's what this word do, man. Let's continue on. It says, 28, for as it was in your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. Because we was all under the banner of Babylon, man. You know, and that's why we gotta fight that old man off every day, man. You know? What it says that although the outward man perish, but the inward man is renewed day by day, man. You know? Continuing on. It says, for he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. And that's it, man. Because ultimately, the Lord, He's going to give us salvation. Even though we're going through hell, and even though, things are happening, guess what? The Lord ultimately is going to save us. That's a part of the story. Somebody, he come home, he battered his wife, and 2 hours later, he caressing her, man. he came back with gifts and things like that. Let me see, please bear with me. This is the book of Isaiah 60. Yep, Isaiah 60 and 10. Because ultimately, even though Esau coming down in great wrath, that's Yahweh Shema Shai using Esau. Just like the Lord used Esau to go up to put us in captivity, the Lord is going to use Esau to actually cause hell, man. You can't never give Esau too much credit, man, because he's the creature. But the creator, he's the one that's running everything. Isaiah 60 and 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. This talking about in the kingdom of heaven, man. Because ultimately, we're going to put you to work, boy. It says, in their kings shall minister unto thee. Yes, man. King Jong-il, that guy Boris over there. Even guys like Trump, Andrew Jackson. These guys, they're going to be servants under us. But let's continue on to the point. For in my wrath I smote thee. And right there it says, in my wrath I smote thee, which meaning what? You're going to get bad things going to happen first before the good things come. Now, when somebody say, yeah, you want the good news or the bad news? You want the bad news first, man. Because the bad news is a big cut. Like. But that good news is their ointment to heal. Read this again. It says, for in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. And that's what the Lord is doing, man. He's having mercy upon us by this truth, but that mercy is ultimately going to come when we get to the kingdom of heaven, man. Yes, we're going through hell right now, but it's not going to last forever. Let's go right here to Psalms 30 real quick. Psalms 30, and I'm going to jump to verse, please bear with me. Yup. Psalms 30 in verse 5. It says, for his anger endureth but a moment. And again, that's why we're going through these things. That's why we're in captivity, man. Because we sin against the Lord. It says, for his anger endureth but a moment, and his favor is life. Yes, and how do you know the Lord have favor upon you? Do the Lord have favor upon you because you got the best clothes? Or do the Lord have favor upon you because you got a lot of money? No, the Lord have favor upon you because he gave you this truth, man. This knowledge, this understanding. Knowing that this not going to be forever, man. Knowing that you're not going to suffer forever, man. Continuing on, in his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Yes, it says, weeping may endure for a night. Again, through much tribulation, we shall enter to the kingdom of heaven. But it says what? But joy cometh in the morning, man. Peace, happiness, man. Love and happiness, like Al Green say, man. And that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on the love and the happiness of Yahweh Shema Shai. We're waiting and hastening the kingdom of heaven, man. Let's get this real quick before I close out. This is the book of St. John 16, and I'm going to start at verse 20. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, they that ye shall weep and lament, and the world shall rejoice. Yes, and we're weeping and lamenting now because this kingdom is not made. Everything in this kingdom is unfair, man. There are people say life is unfair. Because why? Esau is unfair. He is ruling this current kingdom, man. That's why we're weeping. That's why we're lamenting this kingdom, man. But it says, but the world shall rejoice. The niggas happy. It says, ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. And our sorrow is joined unto joy. It's like the kind of excited. Our sorrow is being turned unto joy right now through what? Through this word, man. Through us having hope, man. Continuing on. It says, a woman, when she is in travail, has sorrow. So that means when a woman, when she's pregnant, and we was talking about that last week. That's from those contractions, man. Your stomach tense up, it hurt like a mug, and then it stopped. But each time, as time goes on, the contractions get closer and closer. Read this again. A woman, when she is in travail, has sorrow because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, and that's what it is, because even when the women, them contractions get, and it's like she's in labor, because sometimes it's pump fakes. Probably gotta go to the hospital once or twice. But it says when as soon as the baby is delivered, when the baby come out, she remember no more the anguish for the joy of a man is born into the world. Let's read this again. I gotta let it play out. So lucky for jumping the gun. It says St. John 16-21, because he's talking about us right now. Yes, we're going through hell. Yes, we're lamenting. You feel me? But at the same time, man, that lament is going to turn into joy. Read this again. A woman, when she is in travail, have sorrow. Us going through hell, because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, when she, that baby be born, that crowning, she remembered no more the anguish for joy that a man is born into the world. And that's going to be in the kingdom of heaven. In the kingdom of heaven, it's not like we're going to remember this place, or we're going to, hold on into the ways of Babylon. No, man. It's going to be flushed away. It's done. Let's continue on, though. It says, and now ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man taketh from you. Let's read this one more time. It says, and ye now therefore have sorrow. Yes, sad, depressed, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But the scriptures say we're supposed to be like that. And it's really just because of carnal things, man. But in the spirit, we're rejoicing. In the spirit, we know what's going on. It says, but I will see you again. When the Lord going to see us again? When he cracked those clouds, man. It says, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice. You're going to be happy, and your joy no man taketh from you. And what reminds me of that is Revelation 3rd chapter. No man taketh your crown, man. That's what reminds me, because nothing can't take away the joy of the scriptures, man. Nothing can't take away the joy of this comfort, the joy of the kingdom of heaven. Nothing is compared unto it, man. So I want to say, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakodash, Shalom, DTA, and the Bible Bow.